How's it going, guys? I wanted to make this video on why you can build muscle when you're dieting. So there's this common misconception that if you're dieting, you can't put on muscle. It's very hard. It's very hard to do so, without a doubt. But you can, all right? Because you see a lot of people do that. There's a few factors you want to play into. One, if you're recovered enough to actually even do your workout completely and you're building strength. And two, that you might need appropriate meal timing, like reasonable. Those are like meal timing is not important, pretty much, but it should be probably around reasonable levels where you don't want to sit there and just like be an idiot with your nutrition, of course. So you want to think of it like this, because when you're dieting, you're not always in an energy deficit. There's periods of time whenever you take in external energy, you're automatically in a surplus because your body still has to utilize external energy that you've taken in. So, for instance, let's say you're doing intermittent fasting, and this is your energy levels. So the majority of the day, you're in, this state of being in an energy deficit. But then when you break your fast or something, then it comes back up. See, look, then you're back into being cannibalistic. Sorry, anabolism. But this line represents maintenance. Because you can never be in maintenance. It's pretty much impossible. It's like a small threshold that you can actually be in maintenance. So once you eat something, you're in a surplus. And then when you have another big meal, then you're back into being a surplus and just goes down from right there. See, the majority of time, you are in a caloric deficit. And this example would also be that if you were eating normally, this is how your energy levels will look like. If you're in a deficit, so it'll look like this. See, the majority of times you're spent in a deficit and you're peaking through the surplus a little bit because you're eating more frequently. But this utilizes the fact that you are in a deficit for a long period of time. Your energy levels are going to be used more towards fat storages. And this is better representation of intermittent fasting. And this is just normal. But as you can tell, that there are periods that you are above maintenance. So these little opportunities right here, you can build muscle. And that's why I love intermittent fasting, because you have a much greater chance of keeping lean muscle mass and being a caloric surplus and building strength if you're doing IF, because you're in that massive surplus that could really utilize energy because you have higher insulin sensitivity when you're intermittent fasting. So that's why I like IF. But again, this is like very minute things. Like it's not 100% like how do I put this? Like this is something you don't ever need to worry about. Really, this is just I want to bring this to light because a lot of people believe that they can't build muscle when dieting, when in fact they can. They just need to have an open mind, and this is what I do. I inform you guys on this shit, and take it or leave it, and don't be dogmatic because I will drop your ass with science. So